Welcome to Sunnyside Certified. This is Tiger,
This is Simon.
and on today's episode, I had a little oil leak. I was on the way to work, and then I started smelling some extra burning oil. And pop open the hood. Come to find out, we got a leak near the turbo. There. There's some oil on the transmission there that's been dripping down. So somewhere in this neighborhood, there's an oil leak. So I'm gonna try to, and when I started up and rev it up, you couldn't really, did you turn on the light?
Yeah.
Oh, that light's dim. Batteries need to be replaced on those. But yeah, so it was, I couldn't really see anything like squirting out, but I was able to drive it back home, and it did lose some oil, which we could show you here. Let's see. Pretty much, it wasn't too bad coming back, but it was just right at the tip there when I got to work. But I was able to top it off, and thanks to Val for letting me borrow his van to take it to the store and get some extra oil. That way I didn't have to go to the gas station, pay gas station prices. But I got some gaskets here for the feed and the drain, and we're gonna start out with that. Now I did make a new line for the drain. See if we can get it down here. And so it could be a user error on that part, but like I said, I couldn't really tell because it wasn't shooting out anywhere. It's kind of hard to see back there. So, but we're gonna go ahead and replace these gaskets since they were installed in 2009, so 10 years in use out of it, and we're gonna get it started. Okay, so they are 13 millimeters, and I'm gonna see about taking it off without, I could easily take off the feed line here, but we'll see if I can get it without taking out that feed line. And the drain is also 13 millimeters, but we're gonna start up top and work our way down low. Well, there goes that plan. I do have to take off this feed line because this boat is not gonna back out far enough. Here's the fitting for the oil feed line. And it looks like it could have been leaking from there, so, and that gasket is worn.
It is. Look like
There's
that.
not much gasket there, huh? It's pretty beat up. So we're gonna try to scrape that off. Try not to get some in the actual turbo there. All right, we got the surfaces cleaned up on the fitting here. You can see that, yeah, the gasket was brittle, and it was kind of hard to scrape off, but finally got it off and got the surface cleaned up. I'm gonna install the gasket that Simon has there. Also, shout out to Nicholas for giving me this Honda Mechanic shirt. He's Sin Performance out in East Tennessee. So he's giving away some shirts, and I took his offer. And it goes by other Honda Mechanic. All right, we got the feed line back on there. And considering how bad it was to scrape off that, I'm not looking forward to the drain line down there, especially when you can't really see it. So as expected, this one was a pain in the butt, and it didn't come off real easy. Just came off in little pieces. But we get this new one on here, and hopefully that will solve this leak issue. All right, we got feed line done, Now the drain line is done. I'm gonna start it up. Hopefully that take care of the leak. And you know, just got a little bloody. Not too bad, but it was frustrating. And public service announcement. I suggest you change out your gaskets while you doing the work on the turbo. I should have done that when everything was apart. Or when I rebuilt the turbo, I should have replaced those gaskets too. So lesson learned on that. We're gonna test it out. All right, we went for a test drive, and as you can see, we should have an oil leak. So I think it's coming from this drain line here. I've already tried to tighten that fitting, so I don't think it's.
I can see some fluid there.
But it could be from the connection of the braided area. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to contact Full Race, the people that made this turbo kit. And since theirs lasted this long, I only replace it because it's getting old and brittle. And I'm just going to contact them and get an oil line, drain line made from them.
See the fluid down there. Where
Yeah,
that
there's
bolt, kind of like bolt is.
yeah, there's oil.
Where you were pointing right there.
Uh-huh.
There's a little fluid there, so it might actually be coming from there.
No, I think it's coming from the this fitting where
Yeah.
I made up myself. So I'm just gonna get the real deal and
With the
get a good one. I know that's gonna work.
pros. With the pros.
Yeah, because I want it to be really reliable. And luckily, you know, we were out in East Tennessee just a couple months ago, and luckily it didn't happen then. And it happened now, and when we could take care of it. So stay tuned for the next episode, getting this fixed up. On to the next.